Okay, the first thing you might have seen in this wreath that we had spray painted the wreath black. We use just this Rust-Oleum paint. It's wonderful. We have a post that shows the paint that we use, and we love this because it covers it very, very well, usually with one coat. We're not going to spray paint this today just to save time, but all you have to do is spray paint it, let it dry several hours, and then you can do your wreath.
So for this wreath, we used a 14-inch base.
Yes.
Everything in this wreath is really easy to find. The ribbons, I actually used different ones than I did in the other wreath. The other wreath actually has ribbon from Dollar Tree. This ribbon, it came from I think Old Time Pottery, maybe some from Hobby Lobby, but everything in this wreath is really, really easy to find and really inexpensive.
Yes. We like inexpensive.
So I'm in a 12-loop bow. I just used my bow maker. 3 loops on each side of each pattern bow, or pattern ribbon.
And we're just going to attach it to the wreath about midway on whichever side you choose. You can do it either side.
So you can use whatever kind of ribbon you like for Halloween. I like color, lots of color, green, purple.
Okay.
So we've got these really cute pumpkins that I found at Target in the dollar spot. So just so you know, go check out Target's dollar spot because a lot of times they have cute things for wreaths.
They sure do. Hand me the my clippers, please. Okay, and in order to use these, you just want to take a stem and poke it through the bottom, glue it in, and then that way you can just place it wherever you want to. We use just any stem from other flowers that we're using.
We rarely throw things away.
we really don't.
Save your stems because they come in handy.
And leaves too. So a lot of times you'll have extra leaves on a stem. Always save them because you will be able to use them. You just poke it through, and of course glue gets everywhere, but that's okay.
So just stick your stem in the glue, or if you have a glue gun, just put some glue on it. These are styrofoam, so they're really easy to just stick in the bottom. Just make sure they're on securely. And just stick them right in the bottom, let it dry for a few minutes, or not even a few minutes, just a few seconds.
Okay, and this one we're just going to place over here, kind of behind the bow. Now, like we said, you can choose any of them that you like. If you like a different kind, you can do any of them that you like. Any colors that matches your ribbon. We like these because they're kind of different and they give you that pop that you want.
I love these white and black pumpkins.
We're going to put that right up here so it's good and prominent. I like placing my pumpkins and things first. And then I'm going to work around those. And now we've got these adorable little ghosts with candy corn and pumpkins, little jack-o'-lanterns. These came from Hobby Lobby. I have seen that you can order these from craftoutlet.com, which is a great place to get supplies. We're just going to put these in. We want him to be seen, so we're going to put him up here in the top. And now you'll be able to rearrange sure that we can see the little jack-o'-lantern. There. We're going to also put one down in the bottom.
What do you want next?
Next,
the ornaments?
Yes, the ornaments.
Okay, and this is a little trick with the ornaments too. Like we said, save all of your stems because they do come in handy. Again, we are going to glue a different stem, so you just have to find a size that fits, and you're going to glue that right into the ornament so that the ornament's going to stay on there.
You're going to take off your little hanger. So we're going to take those and remove them, and then just glue your stick down in there. Now you will need to let these dry just a little while.
So I don't know if you can see, but there's kind of glue around the edge, and you're just going to let that dry.
Yes, and sometimes if you don't feel like you've got enough, I even go back and add a little bit more just around the stem and the top up there, just to make sure it sticks.
So just kind of sit those up for just a minute and let them dry.
Yeah. And now to save time, I'm going to go ahead and start putting some in.
Okay, and now these are just Christmas ornaments that we found last year at the end of season on sale. So that's always a good tip at the end of season. You'll find things 80–90% off, and that is when we load up on ornaments. We load up on black and purple ornaments because we know that we can use those for Halloween. Things like that. Like the end of season is when you want to go and find all of your deals and load up for next year.
And now is, if you don't have any already, now is a great time to get some because everywhere already has all the Christmas stuff out.
So she's just putting that one right behind the bow.
And we'll go back and straighten our bow and all that after we get everything in.
A lot of people will just kind of miss that part right behind the bow, and they'll just kind of let the bow stand alone. But I always put things, whether it's flowers or ornaments or whatever I'm doing, I always put behind the bow so that it really holds the bow up and makes it stand out and makes it really full. Because that's the thing that people love about our wreaths. They're always really full.
Yes. Okay, we're going to start with the flowers. I may add some more ornaments once I get all the flowers in, but we're going to start with the flowers next. Okay, and any of the golds, yellows, orange fall flowers will work. You do not have to have a particular kind. Just any in this color scheme will be just perfect for this. Whoops. And I'm going to go ahead and cut 3 or 4 of my yellow ones off. I'm going to start with those.
So I'm thinking about putting together a list of both wholesale suppliers and retail suppliers that we shop from and where we find really great deals. So if that's something that you would like for me to put together and put in the file section of this group, just let me know in the comments and I'll get that to you.
Also, if you have any questions, make sure to ask those. We will be answering any, even afterwards we can answer some. And look, when you're doing these on the side, when you're doing one on the side, don't just stick it straight on. You want to angle them so that it gives it flow.
Yeah, and it's all about depth and dimension. You want things to really pop.
Hope you can see well enough. We'll add one more. Just up here. And again, this one I'm going to angle just a little. And you can bend it forward and just angle it, get it to how you want it.
And you can really determine your own size of the wreath and how large or small you want it. And you're going to do that by just pulling the flowers out to the dimensions that you want.
Exactly.
So if you wanted a larger wreath, you would just cut them a little bit, cut the stems a little bit longer, and you would just have them sticking out a little bit farther all the way around, if that makes sense.
Okay, and we're just going to go with our orange. I tend to use one color at a time to make sure that I've got it all spread out all around. Whatever works for you is fine. This is just what I've always done.
If you could just get in there and then I can answer questions.
Okay.
I can't see them.
There again, we're putting flowers behind the bow to help keep the bow forward and all.
Okay, Becky, hey Becky, I'm just seeing your question. She wants us to show her how to put a loop or hanger on the wreath. So after we
Okay.
finish, we'll show you how to do that, Becky.
We sure will. And there again, that is something you can use a stem. We usually use either wire. You can get the brown covered wire from Hobby Lobby. We will use either that, or Michael's has it as well. We use that or a pipe cleaner. You can use just about anything that will hold to make your loop for your bag. Okay. All right, so now I think I want some of these, the orange here, so I'm gonna add some of that. I'm going to move that over there if you don't mind, because I'm hearing myself talk.
Yeah, I think we can mute that.
Okay. Now we're just basically filling in . And I know I'm doing this a little quick, but you can take your time and don't worry about taking things out and replacing them. When I'm working on a new design or something, I cannot tell you how many times I pull something out and re-put it back. So you can always do that. And even later, after the glue's dried, if you need to do that, just get your blow dryer and blow dry it until you loosen up that glue again and remove it. Okay, now you might see that most of these flowers are about the same size, and so to give it a little dimension, I'm going to use some smaller flowers in here now. And these you can just put around just all throughout.
Add some loose rock.
Mm-hmm. I'll put one over here. There again, I'm angling it. And just bend and angle until you get it how you want it. Okay, and I see that I need something in one of the yellow to break up all of this orange here, so I'm going to add some right there, kind of help with that.
You could add purple in here. That would
Yes.
be really, some little purple flowers would be really cute.
And as you see, I get glue all over me. That's the nature of the business. I go home with glue all the time, all over me. And I'm going to put some on the inside of where this bow is, and that kind of helps again to keep the bow up. A lot of times I see that people neglect putting things on the inside, and then the bow just kind of disappears, and that's never good.
Becky, is it still sideways? I just saw the comment where she said it's the video is sideways, and I'm not sure
no,
why.
I don't know either. There's something that it says. Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know why it's sideways. It's crazy.
I don't know. Okay, and then just go back in and fluff your bow. Have I got everything in it? I believe. He wants to get hidden here. I want to put another flower behind him, but I don't want to hide him, so I'm going to put a smaller one behind him. And I'm sure that once I stand back and look that I'm going to probably rearrange and maybe add some more, but the main thing is that you just want to fill up this side, or whichever side you're working on, and you don't ever want to just place them straight on. You want to always angle, make them look full, and there you go. Now to put the hanger on the back, as you see, we have a lot of stems in the back, so first thing we're going to do is cut those off.
Do you want to hang it up and show them how to do it?
The hanger? Oh. I'm just clipping the stems off the back. And I just try to get them as close to the grapevine as I possibly can.
I'm sorry guys, I don't know why the video is sideways, but hopefully you get a little bit out of it.
I hope so. Okay. Now, to add a hanger, we need to find, like we said, we use pipe cleaners, but you can use...
Or covered wire. Sometimes
yeah,
we use the
covered wire. Like I was telling you, sometimes you can just take a stem and use them. You just poke it through several of the branches. Just bring it around like that.
And you're going to want to make sure before you put it on that you've got it
exactly where you want it.
Yeah, where it hangs straight.
Exactly.
So like let me turn this around.
Okay.
I think that might be better.
Yes. Okay, so we've got it hanging. Let me make sure it's where we want it. Yeah. Okay. And in this particular wreath, I know that my little candy corn and all of that is right about the middle, so I know I can kind of judge it like that. And then you just, like I said, you're going to put it through some of the branches, and then just take it up and twist it. And then what I do after I get it twisted, I take this piece and I go through and just twist it around like that to make a ring. And then I take it and bring it so that the piece that I connected it to is at the bottom. And there is my hanger. Now to finish it off, I would just take my blow dryer and I will blow dry it. I'm not going to do that because it's loud, but I take the blow dryer and I just blow dry it and get all of the glue off. I always don't forget to do the back. Just don't get too close up to it, but just blow dry the back and get any of the excess glue like that. And then that's your finished wreath. And again, we're sorry it's sideways. I hope you can see it.
Yeah, and you know, if you want to go in and add, like I would add a few more pumpkins.
Right.
You know, you can always do that.
Oh, one thing we forgot.
And you didn't put the leaves in.
Or the bat. Yeah, I forgot my cute little bat. And these we got from Dollar Tree. And they are adorable.
And so at this time of year, always be on the lookout for cute stuff. Inexpensive, because I mean there are so many places you can get things from and you can use them. This is not for a wreath, obviously, but we use them for that. So
you can put just about anything in a wreath. And then what I do is just take a stick and put it in your glue, or if you're using a glue gun, that's fine, and then just put some glue on the back. And then just decide where I want it. I think it would be cute here on this ornament, so I'm just gonna stick it and hold it for just a couple of seconds to that ornament. Just like that. And Mindy, you show them about the leaves. To put the leaves in.
if you wanted to, you don't have to. You could just put, add some leaves. You could go around the back, add a few.
Just your fall leaves, just to fill it out more.
I mean, and that's really just up to you. came from Hobby. I think
Yes.
these came from Hobby Lobby. You can get them pretty much any craft store, and yeah, you just add them wherever you feel like there may be a hole. They're just filler. You may want to go along the outside, but that's totally up to you. And like we said about painting spray painting the grapevine, I mean, the black, it's so great for this time of year. It will really make this wreath pop. But totally up to you. You could spray paint one bright orange, gold, silver.
Yes.
We love just think outside of the box. That's what we do when we make these wreaths. So yeah. I hope that I'm sorry guys that it's sideways. I hate that. I hope that you got some value out of this, and that you can learn from it. I will see if there's a way that we can get it fixed so it's not sideways.
Exactly.
For those of you watching the replay. But I hope you have a great day.
And we've got some exciting things for next month that we've got planned out, so we cannot wait for to be teaching you those.
If you have some ideas of what you would like for us to show you, what kind of wreaths next month, let us know. Leave us a comment. Do you want to see Christmas wreaths? Do you want to see some more fall, some different type of Halloween?
Or
just let
even
us know.
everyday wreaths.
Kitchen
So-
wreaths. There's, you can make a wreath for
Yep.
anything. So
Yep.
let us know what you would like to see, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you.